Today we're going to be working on the NT3X90AF, and this is the DMS 100 fan tray that does not have any paddle sensors, and probably the latest version of the cooling unit that Nortel developed for the DMS system. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace the fan tray with the universal fan tray tags TFT 3X9013T, and that'll work in this application as well, and I'll show you how to do it. We're going to start off by going to the cooling unit fuse, and we're going to pull that fuse so we kill the power on this particular unit here. So let's go look for that. Okay, so here we found CU35 fuse. So you have an A and B feed. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull those. Back over. Now that we have those fuses pulled, you see here that we killed the power to the fans. The fans aren't running anymore. And now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and remove the whole cooling unit from the bay here. Start off by now that we have the power removed with the fuses, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull the main feeds off. We're going to tape them up, insulate them. Now we're ready to pull out the whole cooling unit. Again, we're going to use a 5/16 magnetized nut driver, and we're going to remove the two nuts installed here. Alright, now that we have the NT3X90AF tray out of the bay, we're going to remove the fan tray itself from the frame, put the labels on, and we're going to remove the wiring harness. And we'll see that when we put the NT3X90 13T, this unit here will have a connector that will use these adapter cables to connect, and we'll convert that. And this also will be paddleless as well. So here we're going to use the 1/4-inch nut driver. Prevent it from falling, what we'll do is we'll actually lay it on its back. Once that's removed, we're going to remove, you'll see TB 1 through 8. These fast-ons. Once we have that, we'll actually pull the wire through. There's a little rubber grommet here, we'll just push that through as well. Easiest way to do it is one at a time. Now that whole unit comes out all together. Let's set off to the side. What we'll do is we'll get our adapter cable. This one comes with the rubber grommet as well, and we're just going to reverse the process. And once you get them all the way through, you're going to want to put the rubber grommet in. Now before we start putting the fast-ons on, we want to install the label. I'm going to put the label right here, and we're going to line up the numbers 1 through 8. This is the hardest part of the process. since you have the label on there, the label is actually color coded, starting with the red on 1. So what we'll do is we'll install that accordingly. Black and then blue. Brown. Orange. Yellow. Green. And white. All right. Go. And what we'll do is we'll install the new fan tray. And this actually has a couple little tabs that you can balance the tray on. And you just want to get these started. What we'll do is we're going to plug the connector in. And there you have it. It's the new universal tray inside a 3X90AF. And then we'll go and install that back into the bag. Alright, now that we have the new tray installed, I just transferred the hardware for the cover, and basically, so this has the new fan tray, the NT3X90AF. We're going to put it back in the bay now. No. start back up. Now that the wiring harness has been reinstalled, we're going to go install the fuses, and everything should clear the alarms. Cleared the alarms. Now all 5 fans are running. Now we have the new wiring harness in there. So with any future repairs, you can actually remove the power directly from the wiring harness. Then you can remove the fan tray from the cooling unit. And that's the NT3X90AF from TAG. Thank you.